Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university, each and every unit associated with this organization, resource persons, delegates, friends, ladies and gentlemen. At the very outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Madam Rinya Punia for providing me an opportunity to speak in front of you to deliver a lecture on bibliometric and meta-analysis. She allotted me only 40 minutes. I shall try my level best to cover both the contents, bibliometric analysis as well as meta-analysis in this limited duration of time. Ladies and gentlemen, if we talk about the sports performance of our country, you will be agree with my statement that it's not up to the mark. Regarding this, some blames politicians, some believes that this is due to the lack of facilities and equipments. But in reality, the main cause is lack of proper research work in the field of sports sciences. So instead of giving stress on osseous talks, we should give stress on the talks which are helpful to retrench our weaknesses, which are helpful to excel research in the field of sports sciences. So these are two latest techniques which are used to analyze data, used to conduct researches. So I will discuss one by one. I will start from this bibliometric analysis. I will speak in both the languages. I am directed by the organizers to speak in both the languages. दोनों भाषाओं में बात करूँगा. My delivery will not be of one-way process. You may interrupt in between. यदि मैं अपनी बात आप तक ठीक प्रकार से नहीं पहुँचा पा रहा हूँ, तो आप बीच में मुझे रोक सकते हैं, पूछ सकते हैं कभी भी. इस पूरे प्रस्तुतिकरण को दो भागों में विभाजित किया गया है. I divided this presentation to two different parts. First one is bibliometric analysis, and the first part is subdivided into two different parts. Basic concept of bibliometric analysis, and the second sub part of the first part is steps of bibliometric analysis. The second part of my presentation, if the time permits, यदि समय एक रहेगा तो I will discuss about the meta analysis also. This is very useful to conduct clinical researches, and this is also divided into two sub parts. इसको भी दो विभिन्न भागों में विभाजित किया गया है, concepts and that is steps. So let's start with the first part. पहले भाग से शुरू करते हैं, फर्स्ट टेक्निक से शुरू करते हैं, पहले प्रोसीजर से शुरू करते हैं, bibliometric analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, as I have said, this is divided into two different parts. पहले से शुरू करते हैं concept of bibliometric analysis, कि bibliometric analysis की अवधारणा क्या है, इसकी बात करेंगे. Since we all are scholars and we all are associated with academic pursuits, हम सब शैक्षिक पेशे से जुड़े हैं और एक शिक्षक प्रकृति से बड़ा जिज्ञासु होता है. Due to curiosity, different types of questions may arise in the mind of a scholar, a researcher. Few hypothetical questions are, few tentative questions are, how do I know this article is important? मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा कि जो मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ काम की चीज़ है या अपना एक व्यर्थ मैं समय तो नहीं गवा रहा हूँ. इन विच जर्नल आई शुड पब्लिश माई पेपर, किस शोध पत्रिका में शोध पत्र प्रकाशित करूँ. व्हाट आर द बेस्ट जर्नल्स इन एनी फील्ड, केवल स्पोर्ट्स साइंसेज की बात नहीं करते. इन बायोमेडिकल रिसर्चेज, इन इंजीनियरिंग रिसर्चेज, इन सोशल साइंस रिसर्चेज, इन ह्यूमैनिटीज रिसर्चेज, एक उत्तम श्रेणी की शोध पत्रिकाएँ कौन सी हैं, एंड हु इज़ साइटिंग माई आर्टिकल्स. यदि मैं कुछ लिख रहा हूँ वो केवल लाइब्रेरी की शोभा बढ़ा रहा है और समवन इज साइटिंग माई आर्टिकल्स, को दूसरा भी मेरा उल्लेख कर रहा है या नहीं कर रहा है. हाउ मैनी टाइम्स आई हैव बीन साइटेड, यदि मेरा कोई उल्लेख कर रहा है तो कितनी बार कर रहा है, कहाँ कहाँ कर रहा है. एंड व्हाट इज़ माई इंडेक्स स्कोर, दैट इज़ द बिब्लियोमेट्रिक एक metric, not only related to individual. We can measure the H index, we can find out we can calculate the H index of the journal in which I am going to publish my paper or I have published my papers. These are the hypothetical questions. Similar type of questions may arise in the mind of an investigator. Answer is required. इन सब प्रश्नों का या इससे मिलते जुलते प्रश्नों का हमें उत्तर चाहिए. And for answer, एक मेजरमेंट टूल इज रिक्वायर्ड. कोई मापन का तरीका हमें चाहिए. मापन के दुनिया भर के तरीके हैं, बट वी रिक्वायर ए टूल दैट शुड बी स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ नेचर, मानकों पर खरा उतरता हो. दैट इज नोन एज बिब्लियोमेट्रिक. बात कर रहे हैं, वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट बिब्लियोमेट्रिक एनालिसिस. अभी बिब्लियोमेट्रिक शब्द का अर्थ सामने आपके है. दिस कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू वर्ड्स, बिब्लियो एंड मैट्रिक्स. बिब्लियो मीन्स एनी पब्लिकेशन, मे बी ए बुक, may be a journal, may be a chapter in book. मैट्रिक मीन्स ए सिस्टम ऑफ मेजरमेंट। तो हमें कोई ऐसा मापन का तरीका चाहिए जिससे क्वालिटी को, गुणवत्ता को, किसी भी एक बुक की, जर्नल की, रिसर्च पेपर की गुणवत्ता का मापन हम कर पाएँ। सो we can say that these are the set of methods for measuring and analyzing academic literature quantitatively. We have different methods. By using that, we can measure the academic literature qualitatively, but we have to measure in both the ways, quantitatively as well as qualitatively. So by bibliometric are one of the key ways to measure this. It means there are other means and methods also. By using that, we can do the same. And the key concept of bibliometric are only two. वन इज आउटपुट, आउटपुट मीन्स प्रोडक्शन, हमारा उत्पादन, एक शिक्षक का, एक रिसर्चर का, एक अनुसंधानकर्ता का, एक शोधार्थी का उत्पादन क्या है? उत्पादन है जो हम लिखते हैं, जो हम रिसर्च करते हैं, हमारा कितना उत्पादन है, और वो उत्पादन का कोई प्रभाव भी है या नहीं है, व्हाट इज द इम्पैक्ट. इट मीन्स आउटपुट, प्रोडक्टिविटी इज मेजर्ड बाय द नंबर ऑफ पब्लिकेशंस एंड इम्पैक्ट इज मेजर्ड बाय द नंबर ऑफ साइटेशंस. अब कहानी थोड़ा सा बिब्लियोमेट्रिक का अर्थ हमने समझा, बट दिस इज how to conduct the different research studies, how to publish the paper by using bibliometric analysis or by applying bibliometric analysis. I will show you practically also. एक practically भी एक with hypothetical example, एक परिकल्पनापूर्ण एक उदाहरण के साथ मैं एक प्रस्तुत करूंगा. There are different types of bibliometric analysis. We can do citation analysis. Citation analysis कैसे करेंगे, चर्चा करेंगे. We can conduct co-citation analysis. We can conduct co-occurrence or co-word. We can conduct bibliometric coupling also, or co-author analysis, and so on. There is a long list. Now I will discuss about the bibliometrics is as a powerful method to determine what we can determine. This bibliometric analysis is a powerful tool to determine influential publications. कौन से प्रभावशाली शोध पत्र हैं उनको ज्ञात कर सकते हैं. We can find out the influential authors also, प्रभावशाली लेखक कौन कौन से हैं विश्व में. And we can find out the influential journals also, शोध पत्रिका कौन कौन सी प्रभावशाली हैं. Influential institutions in any discipline, maybe in sports sciences, humanities, social sciences, etc. What are the steps of bibliometric analysis? If we want to do bibliometric analysis, how we have to do? So there are different steps. First step is we have to collect data. Not only in bibliometric analysis, we know that research is a process, whereas activities are carried out systematically to find out the solution of any problem. We have to start from a problem, and the different steps are, in general we can say that first we have to identify the problem, then we have to formulate the objective, then we have to formulate hypothesis. After that we have to collect the data. After the collection of the data, we have to analyze data, and after the analysis of data we have to draw some inferences. So in relation to bibliometric analysis, the first step should be data collection. We have to, suppose we have identified the problem, we have formulated objectives, we have formulated a hypothesis. So we will start from data collection. How to collect data, I will show you practically. Next one is data screening. After the collection of the data, we have to do data screening. How? I will discuss. The third step will be data analysis. In case of bibliometric analysis, next one is results and findings. We have to write down the results, and at the last fifth step, in the fifth step we have to write down the discussion. We know that the discussion of finding writing is the very difficult part of any research paper. We know that our introductory part is very lengthy, but our discussion part is very short. It is advised by the eminent scholars, बड़े बड़े प्रगाढ़ विद्वान, प्रगाढ़ विदुषियों ने सुझाया है कि जो हमारा discussion part है, that should be threefold than the introduction, जो कभी नहीं होता. So on the basis of that, we will not be able to publish our papers in the refereed journals of the top journals of the world. तो शुरू करते हैं कहानी को data collection की. We have to retrieve the data. हमें आंकड़ों का एकत्रीकरण करना, आंकड़ों को इकट्ठा करना है. डेटा को रिट्राइव कैसे करना है? There are different databases. Databases means data bank. वेब ऑफ साइंस हो सकता है, स्कोपस हो सकता है, पबमेड हो सकता है, दूसरे भी डेटा बैंक डेटाबेसेस हो सकते हैं. And I will show by using only one method. I will show by using this web of science कि how to retrieve data, how to collect data by using web of science. There are two suggested approaches for obtaining bibliometric analysis. One is we can search by the help of keywords, second one is search by articles, but it is suggested by the eminent scholars we should search data, we should prefer keyword search. I will show you. And the second step is data screening. After the collection of data, the screening will be done. Why? What is the cause behind this? Purpose is to get more precise and accurate results. Why? Bibliometric analysis and bibliometric data may include duplicate entries also. Suppose I am Rajiv Chaudhary, my name is Rajiv Chaudhary, few papers are written, now the same paper is on ResearchGate by with a name Chaudhary Rajiv, so there will be chances of duplicacy, so we have to remove one out of all. Next is wrong entries may be there, we have to identify wrong entries, हमें wrong entries उनको eliminate करना पड़ेगा. और results are different types of errors may occur in results also. Maybe I listed only 4, maybe chances of misspelling of author's name, maybe duplication of author's name, duplication of author's affiliation, missing publication time of paper, and so on. Now we have discussed about the two different steps. दो विभिन्न चरणों की हम बात कर चुके हैं, तीसरे चरण की बात करते हैं. We will discuss about data analysis may be done by different softwares. There is a long list of the softwares. बिब्लियोमेट्रिक एनालिसिस के लिए दुनिया भर के सॉफ्टवेयर्स हैं, लेकिन मैं जिस सॉफ्टवेयर की बात करूंगा उसका है वॉस व्यूअर. हाउ टू एनालाइज डेटा बाय यूजिंग वॉस व्यूअर, और इट्स फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, एक निःशुल्क है, हमें कोई इसके लिए पे नहीं करना है. सो एंड इट्स वेरी इजी टू यूज़, और बहुत ही एक आसानी से हम इसका उपयोग कर सकते हैं. तो एनालिसिस ऑफ डेटा के बाद वी हैव टू राइट डाउन द रिजल्ट्स एज पर द आउटपुट. कैसे लिखना है चर्चा करेंगे. एंड द लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ this bibliometric analysis, if we want to write any paper on the basis of that, last part will be discussion and conclusions. And but we know that similar to all studies, दूसरे भी शोध कार्य जो हम करते हैं उसी के अनुरूप should be supported by the pieces of evidence, but we should keep in the entirety of our mind कि this should be at least threefold than the introduction and should be supported by the pieces of evidences. So I will show practically. After practical demonstration, I will discuss about the next part of my presentation, that is the most important part, that is meta analysis. तो इसकी बात करते हैं. तो we have to retrieve data. Please try to recall. I have said that we may use different databases. I have given the example of 3 उदाहरण मैं दे चुका हूँ. Maybe Web of Science, maybe PubMed, maybe Scopus. We know that Scopus is paid, we know that Web of Science is paid, but PubMed is free. So we may retrieve data from PubMed also. लेकिन अभी मैं जो एक डेमोस्ट्रेशन दूंगा, I will give on the basis of that Web of Science, how to retrieve data by using Web of Science. See, I am going to open I am using my off-campus facility provided by my university, and I am going to sign in since my institute purchased this Web of Science. But we can do the same by using PubMed also. I have said that is free of cost. So I am going to this Web of Science, see this icon Web of Science, I am clicking on this. Suppose you want to do bibliometric analysis in any field, you want to do co-occurrence analysis of the keywords also. So suppose I want to do a bibliometric analysis in the field of Sahaj Yoga meditation. I am going to write SAHAJ Sahaj Yoga meditation. Go to search. All studies will be displayed. See this, only 21 studies are conducted, are displayed. And if you click on the citation report, this you may see this starting from 1996 to 2023, and you may see the trend also. But I am not discussing about the trend of the publications related to Sahaj Yoga meditation. We are discussing about the bibliometric analysis related to the Sahaj Yoga meditation published articles, and by using that software WAS viewer. There are different softwares. See, I am going to this we have to export data, but only plain text files are allowed in WAS viewer. I am clicking on this, and we require the complete information, it means full record the citation and export this. इसको एक्सपोर्ट हमने किया, एक्सपोर्ट करते तो फाइल कहाँ पहुँची, वी नो दैट वो फाइल हमें मिलेगी कहाँ, डाउनलोड्स में, वो फाइल पहुँच गई है डाउनलोड्स में. अब बाय यूजिंग WAS viewer we have to do bibliometric analysis. I am going to open this software, that is WAS viewer, it's free. I am clicking on this. Now WAS viewer software for bibliometric analysis is going to open. After opening, we will discuss how to analyze data and how to write a paper by using bibliometric analysis. It's taking time. Yes, now it's open. As I have said earlier that कि my delivery will not be of one way process. हमने किस database का उपयोग किया है, Web of Science का. We have used Web of Science. और Web of Science से it means create, click on create, click on create, and we are using, see, create a map based on bibliometric data. Opt for this, इसको opt कीजिए, next में जाइए, again click on next and see there are 5 options. First one is Web of Science, second one is Scopus, Dimensions, Length and PubMed. So since we have retrieved data from Web of Science, click on Web of Science. क्योंकि हमने data retrieve किए हैं Web of Science से, तो click on Web of Science and click on next. Sorry, we have to upload this from downloads. So go to downloads, see, go to downloads, where is downloads, see, this is download. Our saved file, I think this is the saved file. Yesterday I demonstrated one, this is the saved file, and click on next. We are doing co-occurrence. There are different types of analysis. One example is co-occurrence of the all keywords. Next. And I am reducing this co-occurrence minimum. I am selecting minimum since only 21 studies are there. 30 meets the threshold. See, next. It means in the field of Sahajog meditation, the variables on which the research studies were conducted, जिन चरों पर विभिन्न शोध कार्य आयोजित हुए हैं, मेडिटेशन है, EEG है, अटेंशन है, सहयोग मेडिटेशन है, कॉन्शियसनेस है, माइंडफुलनेस है, थीटा. These are the variables on this. On these variables, the studies have been conducted in the field of Sahajog meditation. You may conduct bibliometric analysis. We can find out what is the lacking field. किस क्षेत्र में अध्ययन नहीं हुए हैं, उस क्षेत्र में हम अध्ययन कर सकते हैं. एंड एक सबसे अच्छी इसकी एक विशेषता है, one main characteristic of this WAS viewer is it will generate. I am going to click on finish. See, this highest number of studies are conducted. See, this size of the circle denotes the number of studies. तो इसमें सबसे अधिक studies, इसमें आपको दिख रहा है सबसे अधिक स्टडीज किस क्षेत्र में हुई है, मेडिटेशन में. सर्कल का साइज आप देखिए, सर्कल का साइज सबसे बड़ा है. और इसके बाद EEG पर देखिए, एंड वी कैन फाइंड आउट द लिंक ऑल्सो. एंड सपोज द स्टडीज वर कंडक्टेड बाय टेकिंग ए वेरिएबल एक्सपीरियंस ऑल्सो. सो सी, यू कैन click find out the items, how many items in same as factor analysis. Groups are made. How many groups are made? Only 4 clusters are made. We can find out the clusters, and in the first cluster only 9 items are included, in the second cluster 8 items are included, and in the third cluster 7 items are included. We can find out the clusters also, and in fourth cluster only 6 items are included on the basis of the similarity of variables, similarity of characteristics. तो अब बात करते हैं, suppose I am the study on in the field of Sahajog meditation, the studies are conducted on the brain also. So I am clicking on this brain. See, brain is this brain is see at the bottom. This is, see here items are, see if I click on this brain, this comes under the category of the second cluster. Links are 3, total link strength is 3, and occurrence is only 2 times. We can write the papers. This is a network visualization given by WAS viewer. We can do overlay visualization also. See, the blue color starts from 2005 and latest studies 2020. You may identify by the help of colors. and one more visualization may be appeared by clicking on density visualization. It's very clear to understand. The size denotes the number of studies. The highest number of studies are conducted in the field of meditation, EEG, attention, mindfulness, and so on. So this is the small description. There is a long list. I have discussed only about one methodology, co-occurrence analysis of keywords. Since only 40 minutes are allotted to me, I have to cover two different topics. Again, one more analysis I am going to show you, that is co-occurrence of maybe countries, which country conducted higher number of studies, which country is lacking in the conduct of the studies of conducting studies of related to Sahaj meditation. Again, I am repeating the same procedure. Click on create a map, next, click on Web of Science. Already again this select this from downloads, since we have our file in downloads, this one, and next. Now instead of co-occurrence, now we are going to do citation analysis of the organizations, which organization conducted the higher number of studies in the world. And next, I am clicking to the minimum value, minimum threshold, and next, and the 7 countries are on top, like King's College London. These are the 7 institutes. Studies are conducted in origin of yoga is from India, but you will find the top studies are conducted in by the foreigners, by the Western countries and European countries. And go to finish that. See, so in this way we can write down the research papers by using bibliometric analysis. Now my first part is over. Now I will discuss in detail. That is very interesting. The second part of my presentation is more interesting, to do clinical researches. By clinical researches I mean experimental studies. Ki researcher want to conduct experimental studies. For that we may use meta-analysis also. What do you mean by experiments? Let's take an example, effect of meditation on concentration. Let's take a simplest example. In this hypothetical example, suppose investigator want to conduct a study on the title, effect of meditation on concentration. In this hypothetical example, meditation will be considered as independent variable. जो ध्यान है meditation, उसको स्वतंत्र चर की श्रेणी में हम रखते हैं, हम सब जानते हैं, and जिस पर हम प्रभाव देख रहे हैं, that is known as dependent variable. In our hypothetical example, dependent variable is concentration. Investigators' interest is to find out the change in dependent variable only due to independent variable, जो कभी नहीं होता. दुनिया भर के variables अपना प्रभाव साथ साथ छोड़ते हैं. These are known as confounding variables. So we have to conduct our researches by taking a principle, by fulfilling a principle, maximization of treatment variance and minimization of error variance. So to conduct experiments, lot of time, lot of efforts are required. But by using meta-analysis, without any effort, you can write a paper within 2-3 days and you can publish in the referred journals, top journals of the world. How to do? कैसे करना है, चर्चा करते हैं. Same as previous one, this subtopic I mean meta-analysis is also subdivided into 2 different parts. First one is basic concept and second one is steps. Let's start with the concept of meta-analysis. Meta-analysis is a systematic review to combine and summarize the results of several papers. We can take different papers. Suppose our today's hypothetical title is effect of meditation on concentration. We want to write a paper on this title, effect of meditation on concentration. We will search from search engines, maybe Google search, Yahoo search, on different databases, Web of Science, PubMed, Scopus. We identified different papers. एक लंबी हमें सूची मिली विभिन्न शोध पत्रों की, और उनमें से हमने कुछ जो हमारे इस अध्ययन से मिलते जुलते उनको लिया. उन सभी अध्ययनों के परिणामों को मिलाकर हम एक अलग से रिसर्च करके नए परिणाम निकालते हैं. That process is known as meta-analysis. It means we can say that it is a part of systematic literature review. एक प्रकार का systematic literature review है, but actually it's not a systematic literature review. What is the difference between that? In this, again I repeat, we combine papers or results together and we write a single paper on the basis of that. But it is advised by the scholars, बड़े बड़े प्रगाढ़ विद्वान प्रगाढ़ विदुषियों ने सुझाया है कि कम से कम 3 अध्ययनों को तो शामिल कीजिए, 3 से कम नहीं. You may include 10, 20, 30, 40 clinical researches, experimental researches and increase precision. क्यों, कैसे? Since use several studies, एक अध्ययन में biasness हो सकती है. By using 10 studies we are going to write a paper, उसकी precision बढ़ेगी and it increase the statistical power also. It's very difficult to explain about the whole process in the limited duration of time, लेकिन statistical power बढ़ने का एक सबसे बड़ा कारण होता है जितना sample size अधिक होगा उतनी ही power statistical power बढ़ेगी. तो मान लीजिए कोई अध्ययन 100 सब्जेक्ट्स पर हुआ, कोई 200 पर हुआ, लेकिन जो कंबाइंड रिजल्ट्स होगा बाय एडिंग ऑल द सब्जेक्ट्स, दैट लीड्स टू इंक्रीज इन द स्टैटिस्टिकल पावर. नाउ द मेन पार्ट, स्टेप्स ऑफ मेटा एनालिसिस. किस प्रकार से हम करें मेटा? डिवाइड इनटू 4 फेजेस, 4 चरणों से हमें गुजरना है. प्लानिंग फेज, फर्स्ट वी हैव टू प्लान, हमें नियोजन करना है. आज का हमारा आर्टिकल टाइटल है हाइपोथेटिकल टाइटल, जिसका निर्माण हमने किया. वी फॉर्मुलेटेड टाइटल इफेक्ट ऑफ मेडिटेशन ऑन कंसंट्रेशन एंड वी हैव कलेक्टेड 5 डिफरेंट स्टडीज. वी हैव गॉन थ्रू द 5 डिफरेंट स्टडीज. उन 5 अध्ययनों के आधार पर एक अध्ययन हम करने वाले हैं एग्जाम्पल के साथ. नाउ वी विल डेटा सर्च. उसके बाद हम करेंगे मेटा एनालिसिस, मीन्स ए रियल एनालिसिस by the help of a software, and in the last part we have to write a paper, we have to draw conclusions, we have to write down the discussion of findings. Let's start with the first. We will discuss one by one. Planning phase, decide the topic. Already we have decided the topic. Topic क्या हमारा? Effect of meditation on concentration. Decide research questions. After that, it is advised by the eminent scholars, follow a PICO. It's a P stands for something, I stands for something, C stands for something and O stands for something. P means population. उस अध्ययन के population का ज्ञान होना चाहिए. On how many subjects the study was conducted, especially clinical research, especially experimental research. Without that we will not be able to write a paper. Population size, population means from population how many samples were collected. Next is intervention. In our example, intervention means independent variable. In our example, intervention is meditation. Next one is comparison of the control group. May or may not have, that depend on you. And the outcome means the results. We should have the 4 informations. On how many papers we are going to conduct a study? 5. We decided earlier. 5 अध्ययनों पर, और उन 5 अध्ययनों की हमें ये चारों जानकारियां होनी चाहिए. पॉपुलेशन क्या थी, इंटरवेंशन क्या है, कंपैरिजन ऑफ द कंट्रोल ग्रुप, और उसके आउटपुट क्या था, रिजल्ट्स क्या थे. हमारे पास 5 के रिजल्ट्स हैं. हाउ वी कैन राइट द पेपर, आई विल डिस्कस इन. एंड डिसाइड मेटा एनालिसिस. डिसाइड मेटा एनालिसिस विल बी ऑफ क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स और ऑब्जर्वेशनल स्टडीज. एक शंका दूर यहाँ ये बिंदु करता है कि दिस मेटा एनालिसिस कैन बी डन फॉर ऑब्जर्वेशनल स्टडीज वेयर वी डू नॉट अल्टर एनी नेचुरल occurrences. We can say that of survey studies, and on the other hand we can conduct this meta analysis for experimental studies. Again I repeat, we can conduct in relation to both the types of studies, observational as well as clinical trials. Clinical trials means experimental studies, but it is very difficult to conduct meta analysis of observational studies, but it is very easy to conduct meta analysis of experimental studies, means clinical studies. इंक्लूड सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ स्टडीज, क्योंकि हमारा आज का परिकल्पना पूर्ण उदाहरण है इफेक्ट ऑफ मेडिटेशन और कंसंट्रेशन. एक समान रूप के अध्ययन चाहिए, अदरवाइज दैट विल बिकम ए सिस्टमैटिक रिव्यू. यहां पर एक अंतर स्पष्ट हो गया कि देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन सिस्टमैटिक रिव्यू एंड मेटा एनालिसिस. सबसे बड़ा डिफरेंस है. सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ स्टडीज विल बी इंक्लूडेड इन मेटा एनालिसिस, but the nature of the studies may be different in systematic review. We are not discussing about systematic review, we are discussing about meta analysis. And what will be the inclusion and exclusion criteria, किस अध्ययन को आप सम्मिलित कर रहे हैं, किस को नहीं कर रहे हैं, that will depend on our vision. हमारे विवेक, हमारे ज्ञान पर, हमारे अनुभव पर निर्भर करेगा कि जिस अध्ययन से हम प्रभावित होंगे उसको इंक्लूड करेंगे, जिस अध्ययन से हम प्रभावित नहीं करेंगे we will exclude. There is no clear cut formula. कोई ऐसा सूत्र नहीं है हमारे पास जिसके आधार पर इसका हम पालन कर पाएं. सेकंड स्टेप, डेटा सर्च फेज. डेटा सर्च तो हम कर ही चुके हैं. वर्बली वी हैव डिस्कस्ड कि वी हैव सेलेक्टेड हाउ मेनी पेपर्स, 5 पेपर्स. the database will be use at least 2 databases. We should not depend on one databases. केवल वेब साइंस या पबमेड या स्कोपस नहीं, 2 का कम से कम उपयोग करें. पबमेड और मेडलाइन फॉर मोर और लेस सेम. नेक्स्ट वन इज पबमेड सेंट्रल का उपयोग कर सकते हैं. वी कैन यूज वेब ऑफ साइंस, वी कैन यूज स्कोपस, वी कैन यूज गूगल स्कॉलर ऑल्सो. स्टार्ट सर्च and have to use the keywords same as bibliometrics. We may use, we have to write down only 2 keywords, either meditation or concentration, or we can write down a full sentence also. And remove duplicacy. You may have 2 different papers of the similar nature, that remove that duplicate article. Third is, I will demonstrate this meta analysis phase. Check effect size. It is important. On the basis of the effect size, we have to write the papers. Then combine the results of each paper. Have to opt a model. We have 2 different options, random effect model or fixed model. लेकिन it is recommended by the eminent scholars. बड़े बड़े प्रगाढ़ विद्वानों ने सुझाया है कि always use random effect model, और reason भी दिया है उन्होंने. They have given the reason कि there is no true effect. Every such study is bound to have some error. Due to that reason, there is a concept of level of significance. In the field of sports sciences, we conduct our studies at 0.05 level of significance. It means only we are 95% confident and our significance level is 5%. Due to this reason, there is no true effect in any clinical research or any observational study. It's repeated. Check heterogeneity and draw a funnel plot or forest plot. The next part is writing phase. In that, check effect size of each study, then combined effect size, have to opt a model, and then now I am going to show a practical demonstration how to do meta analysis. What was our hypothetical example? Effect of meditation on concentration. On how many studies we are going to do meta analysis? 5 studies. In this hypothetical example, see which software was used for bibliometric analysis? VOS viewer. For this, there is a long list of softwares, but we are going to use CMA, comprehensive meta analysis. We are going to use comprehensive CMA. We are going to use CMA, comprehensive meta analysis, to do the researches. I am going to open this comprehensive meta analysis. And now the software is open, but VOS viewer is free, but it's not free. Your institute has to purchase. Now, how to do? How many, on the basis of how many studies we are going to do? 5. Okay. Now go to insert, go to column 4 study, insert column 4 study names, and how many studies we have to include? 5. We may include by code word also, we may include by the name of authors also. I am going to write, suppose 5 studies are conducted. First was written by author A, author B, author C, author D, and author E. 5 studies. Name of the authors are A, B, C, D, E. It will be very easy for me to type. Now, this is author A, this is author B, this is author C, this is author D, and this is author E. 5 studies we have included, written by 5 different authors, but studies are similar in nature, more or less. Slight difference may be there. हल्का फुल्का अंतर चलेगा, लेकिन एक बहुत अधिक अंतर होगा. That will become a systematic review instead of meta analysis. Now there are in this more than 100 options are there. Meta analysis का कोई एक तरीका नहीं है, दुनिया भर के हमारे पास options हैं. मैं एक सिंपल सी बात करता हूँ, सिंपल सी बात. Go to again insert column 4. I am going to do on the basis of this. I hope we have an idea about the nature of variables on the basis of scale of measurements. There are 4 scales of measurements: nominal scale, ordinal scale, interval scale, ratio scale. Interval and ratio scale comes under the category of continuous variables. I hope we have idea. So I am taking this and unmatched post test only, suppose, and in this I am taking simplest one, a sample size and t value. See, I am opting for this. 2 ही सूचना चाहिए. कितने अध्ययन हमारे पास? How many studies we are having? 5, और हमें 5 दिनों से कितनी सूचना चाहिए? हाउ मेनी इंफॉर्मेशन वी रिक्वायर फॉर ऑल 4 स्टडीज? 2 informations, number of subjects and t value from difference between 2 groups. Group A is, suppose group A, we have 2 groups. One is, our hypothetical title is effect of meditation on concentration. Our independent variable is meditation, our dependent variable is concentration. And how many groups in this hypothetical example? All 5 studies have, how many groups? All 5 studies have 2, experimental and control. Experimental group is known as meditation group. Sorry, this group is a meditation group, and second group is its control group. Okay, now apply this, click on OK. How many groups we have? 2, experimental and control. And how many studies we have? 5. And we require only 2 informations in relation to 5 studies. First one is number of subjects. Suppose this is a first study conducted by a author, and meditation group consisting of 1000 subjects, and control group also having 1000 subjects. The study was conducted on, this is not 10,000, this is 1000. Suppose next study was conducted by taking 2000 subjects in that study, and control group, the study was conducted by taking equal sample size. Third study was conducted by using only 500 subjects in this and 500 subjects in this. You may, there may be chances also the study may be of unequal sample sizes also, and in D also for again 2000, and this one is 2000, 3000 and 3000. It means we have taken the example of equal sample size in both the groups, and the study was conducted on since I am taking a simplest example, how many groups are there? 2 in all studies, and the study was conducted by using post test only random group design. For example, since we have only one observation, post test only random group design, it means we have only 2 observations, post test of experimental and post test of control, and we have to apply independent t test. और independent t test मान लीजिए फर्स्ट का आया 11, जो भी वैल्यू आई, दूसरे का आया 11.2, जो भी एक हाइपोथेटिकल आई एम 12, 13, 11. Suppose now we have to decide the effect directions. There are 3 options. We may, it is suggested either opt negative or positive. I am opting negative. Again negative, the results will be in front of you, negative and negative. Now go to analyze, go to run analysis, the results will be in front of you. The results, this is the result, you have to paste these results. Now how to interpret the results? It is very difficult since this images are very small in nature. We may generate a forest plot. On the, we can paste that forest plot in our research study. High resolution plots पर click कीजिए और यहाँ पर the results will be in front of you. These are the results. This square denotes the effect of the study. How many squares are there? 5 squares are there. Is there any difference between the size of squares? जो साइज है स्क्वायर्स का कोई डिफरेंस है क्या? एक कंक्लूजन हो गया, ऑल द 5 स्टडीज आर हैविंग द सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ रिजल्ट्स. ऐसा नहीं है किसी का रिजल्ट्स बहुत अधिक था, किसी में अधिक परिवर्तन हुआ. उन्होंने कहा कि मेडिटेशन का प्रभाव कंसंट्रेशन पर सभी 5 स्टडियों में ने समान दर्शाया. एंड दिस डायमंड, सी स्मॉल डायमंड, दिस डायमंड शोज द combined effect of all the 5 studies. So it's very easy. since only limited duration was allotted to me, एक सीमित समय दिया गया था, I have given you a basic concept about the application of meta analysis and bibliometric analysis, दोनों पद्धतियों का, दोनों मेथड्स का जिनका उपयोग हम करते हैं एक क्लिनिक, पहला किसी भी क्षेत्र में हो सकता है बिब्लियोमेट्रिक एनालिसिस, और दूसरा जो है मेटा एनालिसिस, इसका उपयोग हम दो विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में करते हैं. कौन कौन से? क्लिनिकल रिसर्चेस मींस एक्सपेरिमेंटल रिसर्चेस, और दूसरा ऑब्जर्वेशनल स्टडीज. ऑब्जर्वेशनल स्टडीज मींस सर्वे स्टडीज where we do not alter the natural occurrences of the event, only we observe, on the basis of the observation we draw the inferences. That is known as observational study. May be comparative, may be relationship, may be predictive, may be descriptive. There are different subtypes of the observational studies. So I completed my presentation with very fast speed due to the time restrictions. एक समय सीमा निर्धारित कर दी गई थी, उसके लिए थोड़ा गति तेज रही. इफ़ यू हैव एनी टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन, यदि आप में से कोई भी एक प्रतिभागी किसी भी प्रकार का प्रश्न पूछना चाहता है या चाहती हैं, यू कैन आस्क विदाउट हेजिटेशन. आई होप कि जो सामग्री मैं आप तक पहुंचाना चाहता था वो पहुंचा चुका हूं, और आपके क्वेश्चंस नहीं पूछेंगे तो यहाँ मेरा एक, क्योंकि रिसर्च की बात कर रहे हैं, परिकल्पना पर आधारित चलता है, तो देयर आर टू हाइपोथेसिस, परिकल्पनाएं दो होंगी. या तो आप पूरी तरह ग्रहण कर चुके होंगे, आपकी ग्रहणशीलता 100% होगी, या दूसरी तरफ यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस मीन्स आपकी ग्रहणशीलता 0% भी हो सकती है. श्योर सर, श्योर सर.
There's no mic.
It's not a question side, it's just a conversation with you. Very interesting, sir. I learned so much even as a philosopher.
Sir.
So I would like to know if this methodology is, of course you have gone to the field of meditation and so on, but is this methodology applicable also, the kind of analysis, meta-analysis, also to other subjects philosophy?
Sir,
one more thing. The word meta means, I understand it is coming also from Aristotle. Meta, in the Aristotelian sense, it means two things. First of all, it is above. Meta means above. But very interestingly, you brought the element of the second meaning of Aristotle. Meta also means through.
Yes.
So it is through.
Through 5 studies.
Yeah, 5 studies.
Yes.
So it is like gathering the flowers and making a bouquet. The analysis is like a bouquet.
Yes.
The whole question is whether this bouquet is of just a paper bouquet or real flowers which fragrance that would be another. Thank you, sir.
Sir, can I just ask if anybody also has a question? Does anybody else also have a question? All right, thank you.
Sir asked 2 questions. First question is the meta-analysis and bibliometric analysis are applicable to each and every field, or it's restricted to a particular field? Sir, in relation to bibliometric analysis, you will see bibliometric analysis or published papers on the basis of the bibliometric analysis in every field, in biomedical researches, in engineering researches, in social science, in humanities, everywhere we can apply. In case of, I have said earlier also, in case of meta-analysis, this is applicable only in 2 types of studies. We cannot apply in philosophical studies. It's not possible. We can apply in case of 2 different types of studies. Clinical researches, where we have the concept of independent variable, dependent variable, confounding variables, intervening variables, extraneous variables. There we can apply. Second one is we can also apply in case of observational studies. It means to conduct survey studies. Sir's second question is, sir, by using meta-analysis or this, whether we will be able to conduct a genuine researches or these researches will be decorative. Sir, I have said, I have given one example. By using meta-analysis, the power of the test is increased. It is proved by statistically. So we can conduct genuine researches, and nowadays the top journals of the world, they accept to publish papers very easily in comparison to real experiments. You will see, you may write a paper, you may send, you can test, they will accept this paper. Thank you sir, thank you very much. और किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन? नहीं, आप सभी को तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद ही, और आई एक्सप्रेस माई सिंसियर थैंक्स टू ईच एंड एवरी यूनिट एसोसिएटेड विद दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. माई स्पेशल थैंक्स टू मैडम रीना पूनिया फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी. और पहली बार नहीं, कई बार पहले भी आ चुका हूँ मैं, और बड़ा एक अच्छा विश्वविद्यालय है, बड़ा एक फुल ऑफ डिसिप्लिन. थैंक यू वेरी मच, आप सबको धन्यवाद.